I'm the heaviest cat you ever did see. When they see me walking down the street, when the fellas want to speak, on their faces they wear a silly smirk, cause they know I'm the king of the cool Jack. What are you looking at, you little perverts?
Oh,
Hi.
is that the wacky inflatable clown?
Yeah, yeah. That had nipples as well, didn't it? Uh, right.
Oh,
Hi, welcome to Top Grumps. This week we're talking about the classic movie Home Alone 2, starring Macaulay Culkin, Daniel Stern, Joe Pesci, and a surprise cameo from Donald Trump. Which, according to Donald Trump, this was the second best thing that he was in 1992. Obviously, the first being Bill Clinton. So,
I
I
was
think.
his first taste of presidency.
um, so this was your pick, wasn't it, Kris?
Yep, it was definitely. I've picked this one right because this is technically our last episode of the year, and I think it's getting towards that season where you watch Christmas films with your kids, like gather around the telly, watch all that in your off time, and this is up there on the films that Finley has been watching this year. So yeah, thought I'd enjoy it. And
Why is the chat disabled in this video? Have we already been that bad? And then went, hang on, he's
oh,
talking about Donald Trump. Have I put it as this? Have
oh,
I
is
put
that
that this is made for kids or something? Have I?
you might have? I don't know.
Oh, I better check it. I've put it's made for kids. This is definitely not made for kids.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't want some children coming in and seeing that shower thing straight away. Oh my god. Oh, what a mistake. Oh,
Oh
oh,
no.
look what you did, you little jerk.
This isn't Mr. Tumble.
Right, well, if anybody is watching, I think it is fixed now. If you just refresh your stream, you should be able to talk in the chat. Uh, really sorry about
Oh,
that, children.
I'm
Somebody
just gonna
please
check
save the
it.
children.
Yes, it's back. If you just refresh it.
Right, cool. Well, um, so yeah, this
Hello.
is like a bit of a Christmas movie, like you said. Oh, we've got Christopher Reed in the chat. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
But yeah, this follows on from Home Alone 1. Um,
Yep.
it's pretty much the same movie. Um, Paul said the other day it's you should just really class it all as just like one long film.
You think? I, well, maybe as if you're the Child Protective Services, you would class it as one prolonged incident. But I would see still them as two different films.
Um, so his family go on holiday in both movies. Kevin gets lost. He goes out shopping in the first one. He goes
Yep.
to the toy store shopping in the second one. And then he messes about, um, builds the traps. Then the wet bandits show up and he
Oh,
wrecks them.
he
And
meets,
there's a weird old person that he's
yes, a
scared of.
homeless person.
Yeah. um, but yeah, it is pretty much the same movie, but just like rehashed a bit. But which one do you think's better?
Um, I'm going to say two.
Right?
I
I,
mean, only because, right? The nice old lady part at the end where he gives her the dove
I mean that
and he
is really
starts
nice.
and he talks to her and he talks about like isn't she talking about her family and she couldn't have kids and so it's just weirdly like trauma dumping on this 10-year-old and he's just like, well, you should probably go and meet people.
I mean, she does. She goes on to meet lots of people. She moves to England and starts like doing a chat show where she talks to celebrities and like I mean they've changed the gender and changed the name to Piers Morgan. They still stink of piss, but yeah,
uh, oh yes, because she was involved in that weird phone hacking scandal, wasn't she?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, isn't that not connected to this? We've got what's the mum called in this? Kate. And is the dad Jerry?
Kate,
Is it Jerry? No, it
Peter.
no, it's not Jerry. It's Peter. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with the other
Yeah, 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 yeah.
not the
I don't think
McAllisters.
they've. I don't think they have tapas in this. So
No, but at least like we do learn from these films that rich people only lose the kids on holiday. Moving on.
uh,
Uh, so yeah. Do you want to take us through the plot of this movie?
yeah, can do. So basically, the film starts out like the first one, where the family of millions of kids in this giant mega house are all rushing around packing for the Christmas holidays because they thought it went so well last year. None of our kids got lost or anything. Let's try it again. But this time, it'll be better. We'll go to Florida for Christmas for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
I know there's
Kevin
loads of people go to
McAllister,
Florida for Christmas, and Kevin is right about this. Where he's like,
yeah.
"Why are we going to a hot place? It's not Christmas there. We need a Christmas tree, not a fucking palm tree."
Oh, yeah. Do you know what it is? My parents went away last year for Christmas, and they sent a picture of me they were in the Caribbean, and there was a Caribbean guy on a pedal bike going around the pool dishing out chocolates, and he's like, "Merry Christmas," and then they were just like, "It's not the same."
Doesn't make sense.
I know, but yeah, so they're rushing around the house trying to get ready. Everyone's a bit manic and it's all a bit shit. The dad, Peter, is just like, "Oh, I need to charge me batteries for my camera or something like that," and he accidentally plugs in the seemingly only alarm clock in this entire house of like 15 million people because they've got extended family there as well. Not one of them have an alarm clock in that family. They've got a job where they have amazing wages so they can afford this massive house, massive family. They can afford to take like 11 people to New York, Florida for the crack, but they can't afford more than one alarm clock. Anyway, he unplugs that, plugs it back in, and it resets it.
Who the fuck doesn't
So,
check their alarm before they go to sleep? Like he must have got into bed and went, "I'm not going to bother checking the alarm for this really important wake up that we've got to do in the morning."
exactly,
I do
exactly.
I do love Frank's response in the morning where he's like, "Oh, I'm like it's great going on holiday and having it all paid for, but the wake up calls aren't very good." And it's like
Yeah.
you could have done something about this as well.
Do you know, if I'd heard that, I would have been like, "You ungrateful little bastard. Just stay here. I'm ripping your ticket up now."
How do you feel about Uncle Frank? Because
Oh, yeah,
he's such a bellend. Um,
yeah,
but the first one in the first movie when Kevin like knocks everything over and he's like, "Look what you did, you little jerk." How would you or Molly react if like Finley bumped into me when we were out one day and knocked me drink over and I turned around, got right in his face, and went, "Look what you did, you little jerk." You'd have to slap
yeah,
us, like just out of
yeah.
principle.
Yeah, but to be fair, that is in a normal, healthy family where you love your kids, not the McAllister family.
Yeah, they all just stand around and just let him do it. And they're just like, "Yeah, good one, Frank."
And I forgot to say before this, there's a Christmas recital,
Oh yes.
where Kevin has a lead part in it. For some reason, they lump all of the year groups together in this choir. So he's got his brother Buzz behind him, who's a bigger dickhead. Yeah, he's got the candles and he's putting it in his ears, and all the crowd are laughing at him. His Uncle Frank is like pissing himself laughing. Um, so like he so Kevin's just like, "How man, you've messed up me like lead singing part. There's only like so many years I've got left to sing it at this castrati level voice." So he pushes him over. Um, they're pissed off at each other. They get home. Um, Kevin refuses to apologize, so they're right. You're gonna sleep in that attic tonight.
Kevin doesn't care by this point though, because he was scared of he was scared of the basement last time, scared of the old man.
Yeah,
He's gone through all of this horrible shit, got attacked by two like people that wanted to try and kill him and rob the house and stuff like that. And he's a hardened veteran at this point. He's just like, "Yeah, fine, I'll go in the attic."
yeah, yeah. He's
Oh,
scaring the ghosts up there.
Something I didn't mention before, but I mean, I mentioned his name at the beginning when I said this movie's starring Macaulay Culkin. Do you know that's his real name
Right?
now?
Is it?
Macaulay Culkin changed his middle name to Macaulay Culkin. So he's now called Macaulay Culkin.
That's class, to be fair. Do
Just,
you know what it is? I really like Macaulay Culkin now. Like
yeah.
now he's turned his life around. He's like, he seems like a really decent, like down to earth bloke.
I mean, even when he was like a proper mess, like back like what 10, 15 years ago or something like that. Like he
Yeah,
looked really bad off. But somehow he was
yeah.
dating Mila Kunis. And it's like
Was
he
he?
he just had like long messy hair and like a unkept beard. Looked like he hadn't washed properly for a while. And he was like
Yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah.
like one of like the hottest stars in Hollywood at the time. And he's
Is
just playing his like music as a what was like the Pizza Underground or something like that. Where they would he was in a band where they would play songs. I think they sang songs about pizza and gave out free pizza to the audience.
that's class.
Well, that was his
To be
life for like
fair,
10 years.
see, I don't even think that's bad. If you spent like your 20s doing that, that's class.
Actually, I pretty much did spend me 20s like that, just in a band, barely making any money, just pissing about
Yeah,
with
yeah.
long hair and looking like a bum. And so
How times change.
I've trimmed my beard today. Someone at school the other day on the school run, one of the other parents did say, "Ma, you're looking a bit homeless now," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I better go home and shave." Uh, I do look a little bit tidier than
Ah,
normal.
Paul says that here all the time anyway.
I know it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't listen to what Paul says
Right.
though. When someone else says it, it's important. Uh,
True. Don't care about his opinion. So yeah, the struggle around the late for this airport. So they're all like scurrying about little Lance trying to get in this taxi. Once again, that she does a count the mom with the tickets, being like, oh, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then she's like, where's Kevin? And you think, this is the film again. This is a repeat of one. And then he comes from the front seat and he's like, don't worry, mom. I'm the only organized person in this family. I've been waiting for you in this taxi because I am an adult, a 10-year-old adult. It's all fine. They get to the airport. For some reason, they don't talk to each other or look at each other, or they would realize that Kevin has fell behind with his dad's carry-on luggage. He's thought he saw his dad in the distance, followed a bloke with the same hairstyle and coat. For some reason, blagged his way onto that plane without a boarding pass,
or a
and
passport.
he's or a passport, yeah, and made his way to New York instead of Florida.
Love on the plane as well though. How he's just like he goes, oh, he says something to that man, and the man just starts talking to him in French, and he just does
Yeah.
exactly what I would do if someone started speaking in French. It's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, should we talk about the Talk Boy as well?
Oh yes, I still don't think that exists, but that was the greatest
Have you never
fiction
had one?
toy. I'm sure it's not real.
Yeah, it's real. I had one.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And there was also Talk Girl for the girls, which was a pink version.
If I asked for a talk girl, I think my parents would have thought it was something completely different. Especially now, it sounds like some kind of dodgy sex doll.
Oh, that's one of Lee's Chat GPT girlfriends he's talking about again. Oh,
um.
yeah.
So yeah, he
But
ends up
I,
in
I
New
used to
York.
I used to have one,
Oh,
and
right.
they did not sound as good as they were on the film.
I
They
completely.
were. It's like
I forgot we were
the
talking about the talk boy.
dictaphones.
Yeah,
The doctor's dictaphones where you're talking to them and like, oh, bloody blah, patient notes, then they play them back. It was just one of them with a dodgy shape. And the sounded a bit shit
yeah.
playing back.
I mean, his sounds really good. He recorded Uncle Frank in the
Yeah.
shower. Somehow, he manages to start recording them and manages to catch like a good 30 seconds before he started recording, which he uses later on in the movie.
Yeah, that's the magic of Talk Boy. It's almost like this film was heavily sponsored and advertising the Talk Boy toy. I'm sure it was because this was like I'm sure everyone wanted one of these afterwards. And if
Yeah,
you think about it,
definitely
it
wanted
is
one.
just a tape recorder
And everyone's
with a
thinking, "Oh, get
microphone.
in! I'm gonna be able to like ring places up and pretend to be me dad." But what situation would you have actually done that in? Unless you were lost in New York and had to book a hotel room, and even then, they're
I,
not going to
I
let you
don't
in.
I don't actually know because in the 90s, like you could literally write a note saying, "Can Kris buy 20 marble lights?" and hand it at the corner shop, and they'd be like, "I don't bother."
That doesn't always work. One of my friends in school tried writing a note to get out of PE. So he just wrote on a bit of paper saying Morrison is excused from PE, signed Dad, and it made him run laps around the field. Fucking idiot.
Oh, imagine if it worked though.
I
See,
would
if
have
I was a
moved
PE
school.
teacher, I would just be like, I don't care, just do what you want.
I didn't go to PE at all in year 11. In year 10, like, or it might have been the year 10 to year 11, 6 weeks holidays. One of my friends was like, "Oh, I'm not doing PE again this year." And it was like, how? And I was like, "You have to do that. You can't not do PE." And he was like, "Oh, just
Mm.
if you don't show up for the first lesson, they'll just go, oh, you mustn't be in this class and cross you off the register." So me and one of the lads from my class just didn't show up to our first PE lesson. And we had PE at like 2 o'clock on a Thursday or something like that. And we even
Uh,
had me mum coming to pick us up early from school until me dad one day was like, "Right, we can't have this anymore. Like, he needs to be in school for the full time because we'll get wrong." So they paid us £50 to go back PE. And I just had to show up
eh.
one lesson for PE, and they read the register out, and they were like, and I was like, "Oh, you haven't read my name," and he went, "Oh, sorry, Lee," and just added this to the bottom.
Eh. And what, you were just marked fine for the, like,
Yeah,
before that?
I must have been like, I wasn't marked absent, so
Maybe they were just like, shit, we've been letting this underage student roam freely and not even checked on him. We'll just keep this quiet and mark him in.
I mean, it was a shit school, so it's fine. Probably still
What was
better
that,
than
90s?
some of the Sunderland ones. Wherever Paul went. Oh, Paul's in the chat now. Hi, Paul. Uh,
Oh, Paul didn't go to school. He was actually conscripted. Went to Borstal
um, where were we at?
Airport. He's landed in New York. He's I think it was at home. He saw an advert on the telly when he was watching a weird version of The Price is Right called Ding Dong something. I can't remember the name of it. It was weird. Um,
So you can win a trip to
so
the Plaza Hotel.
yeah, that one. So he goes. Obviously, he stops off at New York and picks the most expensive looking hotel there is. Because luckily, he's got his dad's carry-on luggage,
Oh,
which has his wallet. He's, I think it does have his passport in and his ticket. And his ID and all that sort of
he
stuff.
stops off at a
So
shop
then,
and buys fireworks as well. Just a 10-year-old walking into a shop and be like, "Yeah, I'll have these dangerous explosives, please." Yes, no
n-
problem, sir.
early 90s, innit? They
Yeah.
don't care. They'd be like, do you want any firearms on the side? Or
So, yeah, he shows up at the Plaza Hotel, owned by Donald Trump,
shows up.
isn't it?
Is it actually owned by him or is he a guest?
I mean, in this it's called the Plaza Hotel, but I think in real life is it not called the Trump Plaza Hotel?
I don't know. I know he's got a big building, but did he have it back then? The Trump Towers?
Is that not why he was in the movie as well? Is it not because it was his building?
I don't know. I didn't really researching much about
Yeah.
Trump.
No, let's not look too much into what Donald Trump was doing in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Release the
Um,
files.
the actually, let's not talk about that. Yeah. So he rings up and uses his trusty talk boy with a weird voice, being like, "Can I book? Hello, it is me, the parent. Can I book a room with
Kevin
one
McAllister,
bedroom?"
the father.
Yeah. Uh,
One of
and
those
then he,
refrigerators that needs a little key.
yeah. Um, so he walks up to the front desk and he says, "Hello, I've got a reservation for McAllister," and they're like, "Are you taking the piss? You're a child." And they're like, "Oh yeah, me dad's on a business trip. He'll come in later." No one questions that they're only buying a single room with one bed. But
Tim Curry as well, who's
oh
fucking
yes,
amazing in this movie.
and and Rob Schneider
Yeah.
is the bellboy.
Oh, I completely forgot Rob Schneider was in this until I watched it the other day, and it was like, hang on a
Yeah,
second, what? Completely forgot.
Rob Schneider in the plaza.
What is
Uh,
that? Is it from Family Guy? Is it
South Park.
South Park? What is it that he
Yeah,
like? The advert. It is Rob Schneider is the, and it's something fucking stupid.
it changes every time because he's like, "Is the carrot?"
Oh, I'm gonna have to YouTube that afterwards. I need to see more of these Rob Schneider things.
Rob Schneider. Um, but yeah, so he gets a room and not before Tim Curry asks Rob Schneider. I don't even know these two people's names because it's not important.
Nah.
Um, and he's just like, "There's a child in my lobby. Find out all you know and follow him around the hotel." And Rob Schneider's like, "Oh yeah, that's amazing use of my time." Um, So yeah, leads him to his room. And then he starts going a bit mad, ordering room service, and but by this time, um, what's he called? The mom and dad have realized
Oh,
Kevin's not at
Peter and
home.
Kate.
Peter and Kate have realized, oh, we're least favorite sons not here. Where's he?
And they go to the police station and they're just laughing about it, like, "Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
this
lost our son. Whoops."
this pissed me off. And they're just like, we've never lost one luggage though. Hey. And the policeman's just like, I'm sorry. Are you bothered about your child?
They are the worst parents ever.
They're shit.
But is it their
Peter and
fault,
Kate.
or is it Kevin's fault? So he has made like four wishes that have came true. Like in the first one, he makes a wish for his family to disappear, and they do. Then at the end, he wishes for his family to come back, and they do. And then in this one, he wishes to have his
So,
own vacation, I think, which he gets his own vacation to New York. And then he wishes for his mum to show up, and she shows up at the end. Next Christmas, he has to wish for titties and beer.
so I just had to Google this. So are you saying that a 10-year-old or 8-year-old in the first one being left alone by his parents and forgotten about and not looked after at the airport, it's his fault. It's a 10-year-old's fault as opposed to his guardians.
Well, okay, well you put it like that. I'm not going on record to say that that 10-year-old boy is at fault for being lost by his parents. No, no, Chris.
Oh, the tapas shouldn't have been so lovely.
Oh, man. Right. So where were we? He's just in the hotel room. He's eating all this ice cream. He pops out of the toy
Yeah.
shop as well and stuff.
Oh yeah, but he rents a limo. And he goes, he's like the limo driver, is there anywhere to get toys in New York? And he takes him to the most expensive, like family-owned toy shop. Um, but in the background, guess who's back? The Sticky Bandits. They've
Love this
just
part as well.
they've just escaped slash been released from prison. They're wandering about New York plotting the next scheme. So Marv's like wandering about, but he's wrapped his hand in sellotape and starts jabbing it in people's bags and that, and getting pennies. And he's literally every scene that he's in the start when they're first introduced, he's slowly nicking things from people. Like even the plot to because they're like, right, it's Christmas Eve soon. We're the only places that will have cash in, not in massive denominations, but like it's got to be like a good store that only takes cash. So they're like, right, the toy store that Kevin's going to, um, that's where we're gonna hit. But they're discussing this at an ice rink, and every time someone skates past Marv, he like nicks a pair of earmuffs, he nicks a hat, he nicks whatever, and it's just amazing.
I like to think that this scene, that Joe Pesci just wasn't even told what to do, and he just attacked those pigeons just in character. He's like whacking them away these paper. Because how can you
Yeah.
be like, oh, we're going to get the pigeons to sit on here, like right now, attack them? I do imagine Joe Pesci just was like, fuck off, pigeons. Although he couldn't swear in these films, which is why he's always going, yes,
Do you know what it is? It makes me want to see the other side to him, like in The Sopranos, because I've never seen that.
but The Sopranos,
Yeah.
is he in The Sopranos, is he?
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
I've never seen The Sopranos. I know he's in Goodfellas,
Oh, is that what he's in?
possibly. Go get your fucking shine box.
Good fellas.
Yeah. Have you seen Goodfellas?
Yes, that's what I meant. Nah,
Oh
nah.
my
I
god.
just say that that's because I'd never seen The Godfather till we watched it.
The Godfather, do you know, it was alright when we watched that. Goodfellas is amazing. Like, we're gonna have to do
Right.
that for one of our episodes. It's fucking mint.
Let's do it. I love a. I'm warming on the Italian American gangster films.
Gabagool.
Gabagool.
What's Phoebe saying?
Uh,
Pigeons are famously trainable. Oh well, I'll just go fuck myself. Sorry. Uh, Never mind. So,
no, with that, that's a typo. Phoebe said pigeons are famously non-trainable.
oh, right, okay, thank you. I'm correct.
That's 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 a live chat. That's not saved as well, so not verifiable. So that's what Phoebe said. Oh yeah. So Kevin's met a pigeon lady in the park. Was that before or after the
I mean, as soon as he gets to New
he meets?
York, before he goes to the hotel, he sees her and screams in her face and runs away. But then he gets
Yes.
his foot stuck in a rock, and she leans over to help him, and he runs away screaming
Yeah.
still, and then goes, "Oh, hang on a second, she just helped us," and he uses his adult brain and goes back and makes friends with her.
Yeah, he's quite smart in this, isn't he? Like even using his talk boy um to book a hotel, he kind of like shoves off all the questioning because when he bought that weird dinosaur thing in the toy shop, when he pulled up in a limo, he's got an envelope, just a wad of cash, which is obviously the family's like holiday souvenir money or something. And then the guy who owns the shop say, "Where'd you get all that money, son?" And he's just like, "I've got a lot of grandmas." And it's just like, well, okay.
He's good at thinking on his feet.
Yeah, yeah. Weirdly prepped as well, because like from the time from him buying them fireworks to him actually using them is a long time.
Yeah.
He's just been wandering around New York with fireworks in his pocket.
He's probably kept them for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or something like that, and then went, ah, hang on, this is a perfect opportunity to use them.
To be fair, if you were a 10-year-old kid dropped off in New York in the 90s with seemingly unlimited money, what would be your first buy?
I don't even think I'd make it to a shop. I'd probably like see a van and they'd be like, "Do you want some free sweets, kid?" I'd be straight in that van at that age. I would have been gone.
True, true. I don't think I would have me wits about us as well.
I was a fucking idiot, man. Like I used to like go dumpster diving and stuff as a kid, like with me friends. Like,
Wait, What do you mean? Do you mean? But you used to go in the dumpsters and like eat food from it and that.
No, no, not eating food. Like there was this like sort of like factory bit near where I lived. And
Right.
one of my friends who was a proper little shit, he's dead now. But he used to knock on my door and be like, "Oh, are you coming out?" And he would go, "Oh, let's go to somewhere called Pets Corner or something like that." And there was like, I think it might have been a compactor to be fair, which is even worse. And he'd be, "Oh, let's climb in here and have a look around," and we'd just always go in and just look for stuff. And
The sale of thrown out pets.
no, it wasn't a pet shop. It was like a little factory, like so it was like just like metal things and things like that. I don't know why it was called Pets Corner. I think there might have been a vet's like on the side. Hopefully they didn't chuck the animals in
Oh,
there.
do you not mean the petting corner, the famous?
Could have been,
Oh,
but no, I had no wits about us. So I could have been in a compactor and just been
that's
crushed at
fair.
that age. It used to make
Yeah.
us like ride on the back of like milk trucks and things like that. But this kid got put
Wrong.
into foster care. Luckily, my mum and dad stopped us from hanging around with him. So
Proper, proper Kevin McAllister.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, anyway,
yeah.
what where we're up to again? Um,
Phoebes, no, my
y-
friend didn't die in dumpster diving. He was on his way to his foster family's house, and a truck swerved across the road into the car that he was in, and he died instantly. I think he was only about 10. It is sad.
oh,
He was a little shit, like, but he was fun to hang around.
weirdly, I've got another story about a 10-year-old dying, but I'll tell you afterwards. There was so he's met the bird lady. He's um he's come out. Oh yes, so he comes out the shop after buying his little toy thing for cash, and said he's got loads of grandmas and that. And he meets Harry and Marv,
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, you little shit! You're the reason why we're in prison the first time. We're gonna we're gonna take you, tell you our evil plan, and then I don't know. What do you think they were gonna do with him?
just kill him, basically. Or,
Yeah. Oh
do you
yeah.
want? Do you want us? Are you waiting for us to put this up? I'm sure this is the only reason you picked Home Alone 2. Is because this is the greatest meme ever made. It's just, it's not even so much the first panel. It's just Joe Pesci's face in the second one is fucking amazing. Ah, yeah, they were definitely
Oh,
planning on killing them. But also we haven't mentioned that they're not called the Wet Bandits anymore, are they? After being in prison and
oh,
being in the showers, they're now the Sticky Bandits.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Slack
do that.
sticky bandits, I think.
Sounds like a wind
If
tunnel
if
now.
you so you can hear them coming though, because when they run really fast, you can hear.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that picked up on the mic.
I didn't,
Um,
but we got it.
oh,
Oh,
um, if we formed a two-person bandit duo, what do you think we would be called?
oh. I mean, we are the top grumps, so it would probably just be the Grumpy Bandits. But
What would it be where like call sign where they would go into a house and they would see something like, shit, this is the grumpy bandits we're dealing with here.
oh, I don't know. I'm going to think about this, and I'll come back to you at the end of the episode. What have you got
See,
one?
I see the first I haven't, but the first thing that sprang to my mind would just be like a shit in the middle of the floor.
So it would be the shit bandits.
Oh,
Oh, I
maybe.
mean, fair enough.
Yeah, because have you ever seen them things where it's like steal one thing from someone's house to inconvenience them and people pick like the battery remote or the plate out of the microwave? We could do something like that.
Oh, I'm going to have a
But
think
yeah,
about this. Do you know what? I feel
yeah, no
like I
one.
wouldn't ever rob someone's house either. Like something my mum told us when when I was younger. She used to know a robber, but,
Right.
but he would only ever burgle people's cars. And he'd be like, "Oh, I would never
Right.
rob a home because that's somebody's home. That's where they live." And it's like, "Oh, that's very respectable, Mister Robber."
How long ago was this as well?
I don't know. This probably would have been like back like
20, 25 years or something?
70s, 80s, maybe actually probably 70s.
Oh,
I think. My mum knew some weird people. I'm sorry, another tangent. My mum used to hang around with these two lads. And
mm,
these two lads would like make explosives and things like that. Like they blew the garage doors off once, and all of the mice that like 'cause the mum was like a teacher at school, and she was looking after the school mice, and they all escaped after they blew the garage doors off.
oh
Um,
no.
but one time the police came around when they were older, to like raid the house, and one of them showed up, and my mum's going, "Oh, will you look after this bag for us?" And she was like, "Oh, what's in there?" And he was just like, "Oh, just like detonators and things like that." And she was like, "No." So I don't know where they hid it, but one of them one of them unfortunately killed himself. Why is there so much death in this episode? It's because Sammy was in the chat. Um, one of them killed himself, and then the other brother, he just went into like isolation because he just thought like everybody around, he just and anyone around him is going to get hurt and things like that. So he was off the grid for years until my mum saw him in the newspaper one day, and apparently he was mortal drunk on his motorbike trying to escape from the police by doing a wheelie on the A1. Um, and it was like it named him, and put him
Right.
job, and he was an inspector of nuclear power plants. And it's like, why don't you do fucking background checks on people? But this kid who used to make explosives worked in
Oh,
nuclear power plants. It's like, what the
see,
fuck?
I don't think that's necessarily a red flag because when I used to in college when I used to share a flat with someone, we used to do stuff like that. Because it was so easy to buy like fuse wire and stuff to make because it started off because we're wanting to make our own smoke bombs, and then it was just like, right, well, we've got access to a lot of things. Should we make some other things? And then, yeah. And then you should do little things as prank, like when someone was sitting on the toilet, it used to be a little gap under the door, so you'd chuck one in, light it, and chuck it under. Um, so I was gonna say, oh, they're so relatable until you're like, and then he was found dead, and then he was doing this. I was like, well, that's not happened.
Oh, right. Home Alone 2. Where were we?
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, poop pill for us. No, that's too posh for us. Um, yeah. So Kevin's walking through New York, or getting led through New York by the Hank and Marv. Hank and Marv? Yeah. Um,
Harry and Marv. Not Hank Marvin.
Harry and Marv. Hank, Harry and Marv. Um, and so they're stopping at a traffic light, waiting for the green man. And Kevin had the bright idea to pinch the bum of the woman in front. So she like lamps both of them. So he escapes from that way. So he runs out through the park. He goes to go back to his hotel, but by this time, obviously Kevin's mom and dad have realized that Kevin's all alone. Uh, they don't know where he is, and his wallet's missing, apparent with his son. So they, being amazing parents, want to cut off the only money source that their son has in the city all
Why?
alone.
Why did they mark it
So they
down as
were,
a stolen credit card? Why not just be like, find out where it is, but let him keep using it?
yeah, I know. It's like it's not as if they're hard up for money, and it's a credit card that whatever. Anyway,
Worst
so
parents ever.
I know. So they go back to the hotel, and Tim Curry, who famously hates kids in this or hates Kevin, he's just like goes up to him instead of informing the authorities or anything like that. He takes the credit card out of his bag and says, "This is stolen," um, and kicks off with them.
Yeah.
So Kevin has to has doesn't have the hotel as a place to stay anymore. I forgot to say about this as well. Obviously, because Tim Curry and what's he called
Schneider.
again?
Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Rob Schneider are really like suspicious of Kevin. So what they do, they think this 10-year-old boy is staying by himself. So what they do is they creep into his hotel room in the middle of the night to try and spy on him sleeping, see if he's with his dad or not, which is obviously the logical thing to do. Um, that's when it's like in the first one where he plays videotapes and he's just like,
Yeah.
get back, like the shower scene that you played at the start.
Yeah. See, again, it's exactly like the first one, where it's got like making it look like there's someone there with shadows, and he does the exact same thing in this one.
Yeah. Have you noticed that he plays like gunshot noises as well, and no one bats an eyelid?
What, like
Like,
all of the people in the corridor? They're just like, eh?
yeah, they just it's like gunshots this time of year. Weird. Oh well. Um, did we even mention Trump?
Yeah,
Didn't we?
we've
And meeting
mentioned.
Trump.
Oh no, we didn't. I think we mentioned the hotel being owned by him, but he does bump into Trump.
Oh yeah, just bump into Trump. Because he asked for directions to the main lobby when he first goes in.
I prefer the edit that's going around that I keep seeing, where it's Kevin going up and going, "Excuse me, can you direct me to Mr. Epstein's room?" And he's like, "Just down the left, down the hall."
I haven't seen that one. Oh, uh, Epstein. Yeah. So he runs out. And who does he bump into again? Because he has to run through. Is it Central Park he's in? Or
Yeah,
some sort of park in New York. Who does he meet again? The weird dove, the pigeon lady.
yeah,
So the pigeon lady, actually it's weird. He goes up and he's just like, I thought you were weird at first, but then I thought you must be nice because the pigeons like you, so you weren't too bad. And it's just like, yes, that's a very like childlike way to trust a potentially dangerous homeless person, but his parents obviously didn't teach him that well, or they would have remembered him. Yeah, so she kind of like takes him under her wing, um, takes him back to her like place where she sleeps, which is above is it an opera house or like
yeah.
something like that? Because
So
they're
it's like
playing
orchestra
music.
and like, and she mentions like all these like Pavarotti and people that she's seen there for free.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and and then she's like, "Oh, why are you alone? Why don't you have kids?" And asking weird, very invasive questions. And she's just like, well, tells him she proper trauma dumps on him. And then he has a nice sweet moment where he's just like, well, why don't you just make some friends?
Yeah.
That'll help you.
He's right though.
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah,
listen, pull your finger out and stop being a little whiny fuck. Couldn't do something
yeah.
about your life.
You stink of pigeon piss. Get some friends. Get some real mates.
Just Jeremy Kyle there,
Um,
didn't he? Get off your bum and
yeah.
get a job.
Uh, you're just a sperm donor. Steve, come on. I used to love Jeremy Kyle. The lie detector results. Right. Yeah, so basically, I think Kevin at this point remembers that he does have family members who live in New York, but they're currently on vacation in Paris. So he goes to their house, which is currently under renovation, to hide out. Hank and Marv find out he's there, and this is where you find the kind of like the Home Alone traps and stuff like that
Yeah.
scene. Um, Oh yeah, on the way to that house that's under renovation, he sees Hank, Harry and Marv stealing all the money at the till at the toy
Yeah.
shop. He takes a Polaroid picture of them, so that means that they're gonna chase him back there, sets traps off, mystery happens, and then yeah,
Yeah, and these two just get absolutely fucked more times in one night than Bonnie Blue.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, pretty
Bricks to the
much,
head, set on fire, electrocuted, um,
yeah. The
dropped from the
fuck
top of a building or from a rope that was on fire into. solid concrete.
Yeah, to be honest, like more hardier than the Terminator.
Yeah, there's videos online showing like all of the damage that all of these things should have done, and they would have died multiple times over.
Exactly, exactly. I don't really want to go into the traps too much because as normally we have categories. One of the categories being best death. Well, nobody dies in this because it's a
Yeah,
kids' film, so we've substituted that with best trap.
yeah.
So we're gonna do that. Um, so and then basically, I can't remember what happens at the end. I only watched it the other day. It's not
He
very.
runs away, but they catch him and take him into Central Park because they're like, "Oh, we'll shoot him in the park," because it's like a dangerous,
Yeah,
dodgy place at night anyway. Um, but then Pigeon Lady comes out and helps him, throws birdseed at Harry and Marv, and they get fucked by pigeons.
yes. Yep.
Um, True Sunderland style. Is it Sunderland where the bird people, bird abusers live?
No, they abuse the birds.
Yeah. um, and then he sets the fireworks off, and the police show up because he rang the police going, the people that robbed Duncan's toy shop are in the park. Look for fireworks. The police show up
Yeah.
and take them back to prison.
And then Kevin gets reunited with his mom.
He
Because
would
if you notice this, the dad just doesn't give a fuck.
no,
So it's just like, I'm going to look for Kevin around New York. Where could he be? Because, our 10-year-old is lost in this massive, dangerous city. And he's just like, yeah, no bother, mate. I'll just wait here in the hotel.
and then the icing on the cake, right? So he's reunited with his whole family. They wake up on Christmas morning to find that Mr. Duncan has gave them loads of presents for them to open, sent them to the hotel. And the family are all gathered round, and they're like, "Oh, Kevin, you can open the first one." He puts his present down and just fucking wanders off through New York City again. Not one of his
Yeah.
family members are like, "Where's our child gone?"
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, they're so shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Child Protective Services should have been involved by now.
Exactly. So, like, and then Maddie McCann meets the bird woman again and gives because the owner of the shop gives him two the turtle doves, aren't there?
I'm just laughing at you trying to sneak that in.
Stick one in.
Going on, and Maddie McCann meets the bird woman again.
Oh, sorry, I just thought missing blonde child parent neglect. My mind just goes, sorry. Um, oh,
I just saw the
innocent
I
until
just saw the
proven
viewers
guilty.
go down. It just reeled round.
Oh,
I think we lost two people there. Um, right.
it's just Paul twice. He's like, nah. Meets a bird woman, gives her the second turtle dove as a sign of friendship, and then Kevin's dad finds the bill for room service, which
Yeah,
is nearly $1,000, which is nout in New York for all the stuff that you ate.
and for the cost of getting your child back safely.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
be fair, they would done. Kevin scored a free flight to New York. I don't know where did they come from?
Um,
Where are they based?
I don't know.
Yeah, do I? I'm just working out if it's cheaper to fly to New York or Florida.
Ah,
Because he scored a free flight anyway.
he did. Um,
But to be fair, if you go to the airline and say, "Why did you let my child who didn't have a ticket or a passport fly on this airplane?" They'd be like, "Okay, well, I'll give you the free flight. I'll not."
they should really. They should
Yeah,
compensate you. I don't know if they would compensate all 11 people. Like
nah, probably
Ryanair
not.
would just put you in the air baggage hold, man.
Oh, you ever seen the designs for the standing seats for them?
Oh yeah, fuck's sake, man. Fuck Ryanair. Um,
I'll charge you to go to the toilet. So if less people use it, I can save on fuel, making your ticket prices cheaper. Fuck off.
so that's the whole film. Um, how do you feel about Harry and Marv as villains?
Like for villains in a kids film, I like them. For villains in real life, they're fucking useless.
I do love them in this. Like, part of you kind of wants them to catch Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah. And do what to them?
I mean, obviously, I'm not putting that on again. Oh no, no. Um, I mean, they would kill
Oh,
him, like if it was like a proper film. But no,
oh,
they're
Jake said it was
just.
Chicago.
Oh yes, I think it is. But yeah, they are really lovable villains. They're just so
Yeah.
stupid and dim-witted
Invincible.
and invincible. Yeah, somehow not
That's what you want in
invincible
a
enough to
buddy.
be like to survive a 10-year-old, but invincible nonetheless.
To be fair, they pay more attention to Kevin than his mum and dad, so they're not all that bad.
Like you see, should they just adopt him?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think if they tried to team up with Kevin instead of trying to kill him, they could have just said, "Listen, you could be really rich and just come and live with us if you
Yeah.
plan our robberies." Because we already know he's like Batman level planning.
Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, they do actually do that in Home Alone 7, Lost in North Korea. If you haven't seen that one.
Do you know what? I haven't watched any of the Home Alone movies after this, apart from the one that came out like last year. Um,
Right.
and I think that's only because we didn't know what to watch, and it was just like, oh, this is on Disney Plus. It's just been released today. Let's give it a go. It was shit.
Hmm.
It does connect to this movie because Buzz is a police officer. I don't know why anyone would ever let him be a police officer.
Right.
He's a massive dickhead. But I think
That's
something.
weird. A policeman in America being a dickhead.
But he mentions something where he's saying like, "Oh, there's a kid left alone at home. The same thing happened to my family with my little brother." And that's like the only thing that really connects it to these movies. It's just like a little
Yeah.
cameo, and it's like, "Hey, look at
Right.
this." But
Like a little nod.
it's a shit movie. Um, and yeah, that's all I've seen. I wouldn't even watch Home Alone 3 because it was like, who the fuck's this kid? This isn't
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching them because Finley absolutely loves them. He loves the first one. He loves the second one. He's only just watched he's starting to watch the third one because we'll watch it in sections, like for half an hour before he has to go in the bath or whatever. But he like absolutely pisses himself laughing with when Harry and Marv get hurt, which is a bit worrying because I was watching the scene where do you know when he just gets bricks. They just get bricks lobbed off them, and he's just like, ah, he should be dead. Ah.
Are you not worried letting Finley watch stuff like this where it'll be like, oh no, he might start trying to put some traps like this out? And you go to the toilet one day and all of a sudden there's like a block of C4 just attached to the toilet handle.
I don't know because I did think like this when he was a lot younger because he loves hiding from us. And I thought, right, I'm gonna have to I can't stop him doing it, but I can make him pretend, I can pretend that he's good at it. So you like hide and he'll like, his legs will be poking out and I'll be like, where's Finley? And he thinks he's class at hiding. So I think if I just do that and pretend to fall for his traps a bit, then he'd be like, oh, I'm really good at trap. I don't need to escalate it now.
Yeah, I do the same with Lara for like when she hides. Like she'll hide under a rug, like in the living room.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
a fucking giant lump in the rug, and it's like, oh, I wonder where she is.
yeah.
But if she ever, when she actually starts paying attention to films, because she'll only watch something for like 30 seconds. Um, if we watch Home Alone with her and we go, oh, here's Home Alone 1, here's Home Alone 2. Oh, is there any more after this? Nope, that's it. There's only two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not watching that other child. I can sort of picture his face, but it's just like, go away. Like, you're not Macaulay
Uh,
Culkin. I'm not interested. And I will see his
yeah.
full name every time I mention him, by the way.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Do you know what I'm the same with Stitch? I don't want Finney to watch the newest one because of the ending of the live action one. Do you know what? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen either. I haven't even seen the animated Lilo and Stitch.
Right. So Lilo and Stitch is all about like family first because it's massive in the like Hawaiian culture to have like be really close to your family and to have all them kind of values. And the end of the live action just shits all over that, where she's just like, "Oh, me sister. I'm just gonna put you into foster care and go to college, mate. Bye."
Oh, oh, lovely.
So yeah, so I'm not into watching it. Watch it. It's just a sad shit ending. So no, I don't care if I spoil it as well.
Um, right. If this was made today, do you think it would work as well? Like if Kevin got lost in New York? Because I imagine he would have a smartphone being 10-year-old, and his family would be like, "Oh, where's he at? Find my phone. Oh, there he is."
Don't know. It's just like I don't think you'd be able to make it onto a plane without a ticket.
No.
Say if he was lost in like the next town over or something, or he was not abducted because that's a different kind of film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if he somehow ended up in New York, which is a different state away, ignoring all that. I don't know because the my niece is 10-year old and she's not allowed a phone yet. So
Yeah.
there
Fair
are some
enough.
kids who still don't have phones.
I'm not going to get into that. That's too serious of a topic for us.
Yeah,
Uh,
true.
have you got any questions about this movie or anything you want to bring up?
Um, no, I don't think so. I really liked Harry and Marv.
Um,
I know it is a rehash of the first one, but I like it better because there's a bit more like incompetence in it. Because it's just like everyone fucks up in this. Everyone fails Kevin from like a what's it called? You know, safeguarding within a safeguarding like role. Everyone fails them except the pigeon lady, who weirdly, yeah.
I prefer the old man in the first one to the pigeon woman. Also,
Mhm.
again, that's another rehash where she hasn't spoken to anyone for years. The old man hasn't spoken to his family for years. He's like, but I've got my granddaughter. Um,
Do you think the old homeless lady would get together with the old homeless man?
the could see Kris the
Make like
matchmaker,
make like weird, I don't know, smashing in a bird's nest or something. I don't know what they would do.
shoveling pigeons. Uh,
Yeah. If you were Kevin McAllister, right, and you had just been reunited with your family in that hotel room, what would you do? What would your first words be to your mum and dad, who essentially forgot about you for the second time and abandoned you, cancelled the credit card, and and left you with no money?
at 10-year-old, I'd probably just be like, I'm gonna go and lie in bed and play on my Game Boy for a bit. Like, I wouldn't be like,
Fair.
oh yay, let's do something nice. It would just be like, like I think I was a
Yeah.
teenager even when I was 10. Just want to just lie around and
Ah,
play me games,
I
read me
I think that
comics.
would kick me into like an emo phase. Like, oh, maybe's the world is a harsh place and nobody cares about us.
I didn't need that to be kicked into an emo phase. I just got there on my own.
Just started listening to Fallout Boy, and that was it for me.
What do you think Kevin grew up to be?
Um,
This kid's been through some shit. It's like a Gohan situation from Dragon Ball, like getting sent to an alien planet and having his neck broken, and then just being like, right, go back to school. I know you've got PTSD
yeah.
from all of the horrible shit you've been through, but carry on living.
He's in America. I'm guessing he goes into sales or something weird like that.
They-
Because this is based on a book, and his mom is a fashion designer, and his dad is a nondescript businessman. So I think he goes into some sort of business because he can think on his feet and he's quite sharp. So yeah,
Yeah, but they would have to have like decent qualifications, and his parents aren't giving enough of a shit about him to pay him through college.
I know,
Buzzer's
but
getting all
like
that money.
his dad is paying for the whole family. So he's minted. He's in a class job. There's got to be some nepotism going on in there.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Come on, Dad, remember those twice when you forgot us in different states and I nearly died? And them two robbers, two different times tried to kill us, and I had to defend myself. Can you not get us this job?"
I think he would either go into something like criminology, where because he's got a good understanding of criminals at this point, and like how to stop them. Um, I don't think he would just go to
Oh,
be a basic police officer because he's too smart for that. Or he would,
Sammy's answered.
or he would have started. He goes into home security. Yes, perfect. I don't even need to go on anymore answering this question. Thank you, Sammy. That is Kevin McAllister's perfect job. I mean, I don't know how well. Imagine seeing an advert on TV and it's like, "Are you worried about burglars in your home?" And it's just a man breaking into a house and getting set on fire. I don't know if they would allow that advert on TV.
Do you know what it is? I've seen adverts like that online. There was this guy, I think it was in the UK as well. He hooked up a car battery to his van, to the handles of it. So if you try to like open it or jab a screwdriver in the lock, it zaps you.
I've seen
And
ones
there was
like
loads of
this with pedal bikes where
oh,
people.
with the seats where it goes up your
Yeah,
bum.
I love them. Oh,
Yep, yep.
I would love to do that around here.
Or for people that don't know, it's got like a hole in the bike seat, so whenever you put some weight on it, the seat goes down and the spoke that's holding it up goes up. So
Yeah,
people basically just get a solid metal pipe rammed right up the rusty sheriff star.
yeah.
Ah,
Um,
yeah.
and one of my other questions was, would you have survived? But I think we've already kind of covered that with like how would you have done in New York. But what about with the house? Do you think you could have set up enough traps to stop Harry and Marv from breaking into your house?
No, I wouldn't have stopped at throwing bricks.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I know he's got all the like electricity on the handles and stuff, but what's the matter with a good old throwing of a brick?
I mean, he could have just gone a step. I mean, he could have just went into like complete murder. But I don't think Kevin is that much of a psychopath to just like full on murder them. He was throwing
Yeah.
bricks. He had a big barrel of kerosene next to him. He could have threw that down, followed by his
Mm,
matches or his fireworks, and actually
yeah.
blowing them up. Hey, that'll teach you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I no, I don't know what traps I would have set up. Probably just tripwires and stuff. So I and like things falling on people. I mean, the toolbox down the stairs. That was a really good one. That I probably
Yeah.
would have done something similar to that, but I wouldn't have had the
But
idea to attach it to the door handle. It would have just been wait until they're halfway up the stairs and then push it down.
But would you not have just opened it up and started throwing hammers and spanners and
Yeah, I suppose.
that's what I wouldn't have been smart enough to engineer traps. I would have just been like, right, just throw everything.
Yeah, definitely. I think Rambo traps as well would have been better. It's
What
like
the punji pits
spikes.
and that.
Yeah. Why didn't he put spikes at the bottom of the hole in the stairs?
Yeah, exactly.
That would have definitely stopped them. Well,
I
then
think it
we
would have
wouldn't
been a
have had.
different film.
Yeah, definitely. People always compare Kevin McAllister to Jigsaw from the Saw movies.
Oh, he's enough parents too.
Right. This is we're over an hour in and we haven't even started our questions. So should we
Oh
start
yeah.
quickly firing through those? Um,
Yes, let's go. Oh shit. Let's
best
go for it.
best quote of the movie, or your favorite quote from the movie?
Mine's get down on your knees and tell me you love me. Which is a weird thing for a kid to be watching. It's a quote from one of the videos that he took to the hotel room. And I think there's two. There's a film for the first one where it's just like, keep the change, you filthy animal. They're all fake, they're both fake films.
Yeah, the first movie it is Angels with Dirty Souls, and in this movie it's Angels with Even Dirtier Souls. I think.
Amazing. But yeah, weird for a kid to watch. But what about you?
Um, mine follows on from that scene. Like, I mean, obviously you get the classic. I love Tim Curry. This isn't my favorite quote, but I love Tim Curry just after that where he gets on his knees, like, "I love you." That is classic. Um,
Yeah.
but just after that, where he's like playing the video and it goes, um, what was it? You were here last night, weren't you? And you were smooching with my brother. And I love,
Mm.
it's Cliff. So, and it's like, it carries on. It's like, you were smooching with my brother. You've been smooching everyone. Little mole with the gimpy leg. And then it goes, Cliff. And there's an old man security guard. And his name, look at his name badge and it says Cliff. And he just goes, "It's not true, I swear." Just that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Best character.
Ah, so I've put the blow up clown because in not one but two instances, he saved Kevin. He saved him in the first one from when he does the shadow in the window. I think that's figurines, but I'll just say it's the clown for the sake of this answer. And in the second one, it saved him from getting touched up by Tim Curry. Because when Tim Curry came into that hotel room in the middle of the night to try to see if this 10-year-old boy was sleeping by himself, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, moving on. Uh, I'll not get too much into that. Sammy's said Marv in the chat, which I did have Marv originally because I do love
Right.
Marv. He's so stupid, but it's like a really happy stupid where he's in his own little world and he's he's stupid but lovable. Like when he's in the
Yeah, I
back of the
get that.
van and like Harry's like, "Do you smell that? It's freedom," and he's like, "No, it's fish."
Yeah.
um, but this is going to be controversial. My favorite character is Frank, Uncle Frank. I I love that guy. Like this guy,
Oh,
he's just living the dream. So he gets to go on holidays at the expense of his brother. He's just a total freeloader. He says whatever he wants. He absolutely
yeah.
berates this 10-year-old. Like, "Look what you did, you little jerk. Get out of here, you pervert, before I slap you silly." Like, all of this. Every scene with Frank in is just fucking
Oh.
mint. I love him.
D Doesn't he say a quote as well where at the start, Kevin was gonna go, he said, "Oh, I was going to put my tie on, but Uncle Frank's in the shower," and he said, "If I go into the bathroom, and
I'll
you see me, you'll
never
not be
grow up
able to grow up."
to be a real
Or is it
man.
grow up a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the first movie as well, where Kate realizes that Kevin's missing, and Frank tries to console her by going, "Well, I know how you feel. I forgot my reading glasses." Like, I
Oh,
think Frank would fit in on Top Grumps because he
yeah.
says stupid shit like that. Um, what else?
Oh.
Worst character. I think we're gonna have a tip touch on here. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna put two. So I'm gonna put Kevin's parents because they forgot about the kids twice that we know of. They don't give a shit. They make him sleep in the attic because his brother took the piss out of him so much. Um, they cancel his only access to money, the credit card, and I don't know. There's no like. I think they only go and find him in New York out of like obligation, not because they want to.
see, I have agreed with you partly. I've only put the mum, Kate,
Right.
because she clearly wears the pants in the family. She's the one that goes out to find Kevin, and she's the one that like sends him up to his room and says like, "Oh, why don't you make another wish? You got what you wanted last year, didn't you?" And it's like, why are you being such a bitch to your 10-year-old son? The dad,
Yeah.
I mean, he is partly to blame, but he is just being a typical dad where he's just sitting back and be like, "Yes, dear. Okay, dear. You go and
Yeah.
do this."
Yeah.
Like, you know what that's like. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've definitely had Bex like telling us like stuff, and I'm just like, "All right, okay, you do that. I'll just sit here and Just do the dad
I
couch
can't
moment
relate
stuff.
because everything that Molly decides that I do is I am 100% for and would never have it any other way. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, yep.
Is she still in the comments?
I don't know, but just leave it at that, just in case.
Yeah, yeah. Tip
Uh,
touch.
Tip touch.
Hey.
Um, Next we haven't got a best death because there is no deaths in this movie, so we've put
Yeah,
best trap.
yeah.
What's your best trap?
Um, the brick, lobbing bricks at him. He's just stood at the top of the building, and Joe Pesci's just like, "I can shoot you. It's nothing for me killing a kid." And he's just like, "All right, mate," and just lobs a brick at him. Not once, not twice, but three times, each hitting
Marv.
Marv in the head.
He's just like, go on, throw another one, I dare you. Just moves out the way to let it hit Marv.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Oh, what about you?
Um, I've put. See, I've got something for my best moment, so I've had to pick something for best trap. That's separate. But I put electrocution for the best trap because that is
Right.
amazing. Where he goes and grabs the taps after he's been covered with the paint, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he like turns into a skeleton at one point, which that's
Yeah.
so brilliant. Um, why did Kevin turn the electric off though? Again, he's taking the lives into consideration too much. He's going, oh no, like this might kill him if I leave it on. He should have left it on, and then he's only got one burglar to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of that a 10-year-old. I'd just be like, kill him.
yeah. um. So, best moment. What have you put for that?
Right, so I've put a nice moment, and it's Kevin giving the homeless bird lady a dove at the end. I just think it's a nice little bow on like the a Christmas film, isn't it? Because it's like there's loads of people being injured, like thieving, uh, mayhem where Kevin weirdly misses his family, and then it's just like oh well, at least the homeless lady's all right. She's got a little dove. You could have got her some food, but no, you got her a dove.
Well, it's really nice that this 10-year-old is now friends forever with this old woman that lives in the park who's covered in bird shit.
Yeah, I bet she. Weirdly, but before this, I was I was watching a TikTok where someone was singing about Vera.
I've never watched it, but I know of it. I know someone that was in
All
it.
right, so did I. But someone made a song about how minging a coat is because she's worn it for that long and was stink of absolute piss, and that's how I imagine homeless bird lady's coat smells like.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been friends with her. I would have still just ran away even after she helped us. Um,
Yeah, kicked a bird.
my best moment, like I still remember being a child and seeing this for the first time and laughing so hard. Like I could have pissed myself. It was that good for us like back then. And it's when Harry's head is on fire and he dips his head in the toilet and it explodes, and his face afterwards, where it's just covered in like black, and he's like looking in the mirror, and I don't know why that face just made me absolutely crease, and it still
Yeah,
boggles us to this day. I don't know what it is about it. I love it.
it's Joe Pesci's burnt face.
It is that face, black. So yeah, my favorite moment is Joe Pesci in blackface, but it's acceptable. uh,
Yeah.
right. What would be the most awkward boner moment in this movie?
Do you know what it is? I haven't actually wrote this part down, but it's got to be when Tim Curry sneaks into the room because he from the front door of the hotel room to the bathroom where he tries to catch Kevin. He kind of does like a little tiptoe thing. Um, if he did that with a stunker on, I think it would have been the most awkward bone.
And then when he runs out, it's his boner that knocks the table over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I'm very close. Not quite a tip touch, but it's a similar moment. And it's the beginning when Kevin walks into Uncle Frank in the shower. Just if he walked in and Uncle Frank's not singing in the shower, he's just having a Tommy tank right there. Completely different movie again, but that would have been the most awkward thing. Like, oh, you'll never be a man if you walk and catch me in the shower. And he, like, oh, Uncle Frank's wanking in the shower. Great.
is that bird poo everywhere?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
Um.
it's my homeless mate been in here.
Oh well. Right. I think that is it.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah.
there's a grump rank.
Oh yeah. What would you rank this out of five?
So I haven't even got a number for this one. I've just put one of the greats for Christmas out of five.
Right. I'd give this like a 4.8 out of five. Home
Right,
Alone
that's
1
quite
for
high.
me gets a 5. This is
Right.
almost as good as the first one for me, but because it's not the first one, I can't give it the same marks. Maybe even a
Fair, fair.
4.9. It's like teetering.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. I've said everything that I want to say. Apart from, I did make some
Uh,
note about like Kevin's mum's so shit that even Gypsy Rose would have admitted straight away. Like, I did kill her.
can
uh,
you blame us?
but yeah,
Oh,
apart from that, um, that's us for the year, isn't it?
yes. No more Top Grumps till January at some point. Or
And
next year.
I don't know what we're starting with next year, or if we're just going straight into, are we doing more One Piece stuff on Top Grumps? Or are we doing it as part, well, we'll be doing part of
Oh,
Straw Chat, aren't we?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. I think we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And we might even have a new name if we do come back with this, so it might even just be the last Top Grumps episode ever, if we do think of a
Yeah,
name.
I've been talking about this for a while and we've never been able to settle on a name.
Nah,
Slash had time to think about having a new name.
yeah. But we've got Straw Chat on Friday. Um,
Yeah.
I think this might. Is this the last episode, or
Of
is
Straw
this,
Chat.
or is this or it might be Drum Island possibly. I can't
Yeah, it'd be
remember.
Drum Island.
Right. Okay. So we have got two
His little
weeks
garden.
left until we need to make sure we've got recorded for our next bit.
Gonna have to I'm gonna have to hurry up.
And we're going to have Jake with us as well.
Yeah, that would be fun to be fair.
Not this Friday. This Friday we'll be talking about Drum Island, where we get to see Tony Chopper finally.
Tony
Um,
Tony.
what's Anime Club doing?
Oh, we've got actually. So we're all done for Anime Club for the year now. We've pre-recorded everything, but next week, sorry, this Friday, we've got the director and writer of ZombieCon
Oh
on.
yes.
So they've come on. We do talk about the film a little bit, but they're coming to talk about Spy Family because they are actually well into anime as well, and they just wanted to come on and have a chat with us about that, and we talk about the film as well. So yeah,
I will be getting on Spy
ZombieCon.
Family at some point as well. It's in my watch
Oh, it is
list.
it's a proper like a feel good series. It's not like there's fighting in it, but it's a proper
Slice
feel
of
good,
life
but
thing or something. One of them ones.
kinda, but there is like some action in it, in stupid moments and comedy, and yeah, it's good. Should give it a try.
When I
And you're
when I've
watching a lot of
when I've
Naruto at the
finished
minute.
Naruto and Attack on Titan and what's the other one? Alchemy
Dan, dan, dan.
Full Brothers Alchemist thing. Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Yep.
Oh, damn that! I will finish Dan to Dan.
Oh,
Hopefully
just
Turbo Granny
plow
doesn't show up
through that
anymore.
first episode. You'll love Turbo Grana by the end of it, especially when she gets turned into a teddy bear.
Right. um. So yeah, I think that's it. And you're on Sunday to talk about.
The man with two brains, Steve Martin.
That's
Do you
it.
know, fun fact about Steve Martin? He shares the same birthday with me as me,
Oh, wow.
August 14th. So, yeah, that's why my hair's gone white.
Right, anything else to cover, or are we done?
That's us.
All right. Well,
Done.
don't be a grump. Be a tough grump. One more time.
Hey!
I'm just going to stick this out.
I'm the heaviest cat you ever did see. When they see me walking down the street, when the fellas want to speak, on their faces they wear a silly smirk, cause they know I'm the king of the cool. Yeah!
Thanks for watching, everyone.